What am I doing? I'm playing basketball, can't you see? Right? Ah, there you go. You answered your own question. That's good. Thank you, I will. You as well.
All right, guys, here we go. Today, we're out here in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and things are about to get very interesting. The mission today is simple, but powerful. We're stress testing the First Amendment, the right to record in public. Now, this isn't just about holding a camera. This is about watching how people react when constitutional rights are exercised in real time. Will the public respect it? Will officials actually understand the law? Or will emotions completely override facts? Stick around, because this one escalates fast. What starts as casual conversation quickly turns into confrontation. And you're about to witness just how fragile people's understanding of constitutional rights really becomes once pressure enters a situation.
Why am I recording people? I'm stress testing our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public. Do you support the Constitution? Why do you think it only revolves around you? You've just been here for the last 2 minutes. This has nothing to do with you. I just told you why. No, not to prove it. I do it to see. Do you know what a stress test is? So I do it to see how people react and to see if the police know our rights as well as some of the citizens that walk around this great country with the rights that they have. They don't even know what they are. And they try to infringe on my rights when they believe that something is right or not right when they have no real basis of any facts on that. Oh, well, I think it's shit to talk to strangers. Didn't your parents ever teach you that? I guess not. Huh? I have no idea who you are. I still think you're a stranger. All right. Well, you probably shouldn't be talking to strangers then.
All right, guys, it doesn't take long before the first interaction begins. A simple question gets thrown out. What are you doing? But right away, you can already feel the tension building underneath the surface. The answer is straightforward. Playing basketball, recording, existing in public. But for some people, that's still not enough. Curiosity immediately transforms into suspicion. Instead of minding their own business, individuals start inserting themselves into a situation that has absolutely nothing to do with them. And this is where it always starts. People assuming everything happening around them somehow revolves around them. The cameraman calmly explains the purpose. A First Amendment audit, a constitutional stress test. But when emotions take control, logic usually gets pushed aside, and you can see the confusion written all over their reactions.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, do you not know what I'm doing?
Why are you filming people going to the bank?
Because I'm stress testing our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public. It's the same one that covers freedom of speech for you to walk up to random strangers and ask them questions.
Listen closely, guys, because this is where education collides directly with resistance. The concept of a stress test is explained clearly and calmly. It's about observing reactions, testing awareness, and finding out whether everyday citizens, including law enforcement, actually understand constitutional rights. But instead of engaging with the idea itself, some individuals immediately deflect, joke around, or completely dismiss it. And if you pay attention, you'll notice a pattern. People challenge motives instead of legality. They react emotionally instead of factually. The moment strangers get mentioned, the conversation shifts away from constitutional rights and straight into personal discomfort. And that right there is exactly what these audits expose. The massive gap between the rights people legally possess and the rights people actually understand.
Somebody parking right here. Oh, is this guy coming to talk to us? Oh, God.
All right, now things slow down for a moment, but don't get too comfortable. The atmosphere begins to shift. You can feel it. People staring, whispering, watching from a distance, trying to figure out what's going on. The mere presence of the camera suddenly creates tension, even though recording in public is completely legal. And here's the contradiction nobody talks about. We live in a world filled with surveillance cameras on every corner, security systems recording nonstop, dash cams watching traffic 24/7. But somehow one person openly holding a phone becomes a problem. It makes absolutely no sense, but that contradiction is exactly what we're dealing with. The calm before the storm is always the most revealing moment, because you already know someone is about to escalate the situation way beyond what it ever needed to become.
I was just saying, is there something I can help you with? Oh, maybe like a bottle of water. I don't have a bottle of water. You don't have a bottle of water? That's all right then. No, thank you. Have a good one, though. I could. You're welcome. Have a good one. Stop giving people orders. It'll work better for you. Oh. Have a good one. Oh boy.
Oh boy. And just like that, boom, someone decides to call it in. Suspicion rises instantly, and now all attention shifts toward law enforcement. You can hear the nervous energy building in real time. People stop asking questions and jump straight to assumptions. A completely legal act like filming in public suddenly becomes suspicious, in their minds. But instead of matching that energy, the cameraman stays calm, relaxed, almost casual about the entire situation. And that contrast matters. On one side, you have emotion, fear, and assumption. On the other, calm confidence rooted in actually understanding the law. And now everything comes down to what happens next, because police are officially entering the picture, and this is where situations either calm down or completely spiral out of control.
So let's see what's going to happen here today. Oh boy. Here we go.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not bad, not bad. You guys have body cams or no?
Yeah, they're
You do?
both
Sweet.
recorded.
Awesome. Can I get you guys' name and badge number?
Yeah, my name's Uncle Pittman. My badge number is 436.
436. Sweet. Thanks.
Okay, so
How can I help you guys today?
what's going on here today? We got a call about you filming, taking pictures, stuff like that.
Oh, wow. And you guys responded?
Well, they said it was suspicious activity.
Wow.
We're not saying
Suspicious activity.
that, yeah, nobody's saying that you filming or taking photographs is illegal.
Right.
They just asked if you could stay off the property,
going,
which that's
keep
their
going.
right as a business to ask you to stay off the property.
Yeah, nobody's even been on their property. I haven't been on their property.
Okay. So,
But they do ask you, though, that they don't want you to rob their bank, though. That's a crime. That's a crime now. You can get arrested for that. Go right to jail.
All right, guys, here we go. The moment everyone was waiting for. Police arrive on scene, and now things actually matter. How will they handle this? Right away, professionalism kicks in. Names, badge numbers, body cameras rolling, respectful tone, controlled approach. The officers explain they received a call about suspicious activity. But here's the key detail that changes everything. They openly acknowledge that recording and taking pictures in public is not illegal. That single statement shifts the entire situation. This is the difference between assumptions and actual law. The officers recognize a constitutional right, but they still try to balance concerns coming from a nearby business. So now the situation becomes a balancing act between private property concerns and public constitutional freedom.
Jail.
okay. So all they're asking is that you stay off the property.
Yeah, all I'm asking is you don't go in and rob any banks or commit any crimes or anything, and you won't be arrested. You'll be all good.
All right. Do you have any form of identification that we can see?
Do I have any form of identification?
Yeah, like a driver's license, ID card, passport, anything.
Am I being detained or something?
I'm just asking
No?
if you'd be willing to provide any form of identification.
So I'm not being detained?
No, you're off their property right now from what I can see.
Oh, okay.
So long as that happens, you're not being detained.
Cool.
Because you're doing as they requested. All right.
Cool.
So you're not willing to give me anything?
I mean, absent a crime, no, absolutely not.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so just make sure you stay off their
Yeah,
property.
just make sure you don't go around robbing any banks now.
I don't plan on it.
All right, neither do I.
All right, have a good day.
Have a good one. So is that a formal trespass, by the way? I'm sorry? Oh, okay. So for how long? Yeah, for how long? That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay, sweet. Thank you. Just have the incident number, the CAD number ready for me when you get back.
Now, pay close attention, because this is where things become technical. The officers request identification, and immediately the question gets asked, am I being detained? That one sentence completely changes the dynamic, because legally, if no crime has been committed, there's generally no obligation to identify yourself. The officers clarify that he is not being detained, and just like that, the request loses its legal force. This is a textbook example of someone calmly understanding and asserting their rights without escalating the situation. No yelling, no aggression, no chaos, just facts. And to the officer's credit, They don't force the issue any further. This interaction becomes an important example of what can happen when both sides stay within legal boundaries, even while tension still exists beneath the surface.
That'd be great. Thanks. Have a good one, man. Everything. Taking videos of everything. Take it easy, man. Have a good one. And thanks for being semi-normal, too. These people, they called the cops because I have my phone out. Called the police because I'm taking a video.
Well, Google goes up and down the road with their camera.
Exactly. You know, they got about 1,000 cameras they have outside. You'd think they'd be all right with filming, but I guess not. I don't know. I don't know, man. Crazy. In 2025, too. It's crazy. Hey, hold on. Careful. They got body cams. Whoa. Turn those off. You got people's feelings being hurt.
Yeah, buddy.
What's going on, man? How we doing?
What's up?
Nothing much.
A bank robbery?
A bank robbery? You think a bank robber would stand here with a camera? Oh, I think so. They commit robberies on the daily, man. That's their job.
All right, guys. Now we move into the wrap-up phase. But even here, things stay interesting. Questions about trespassing, incident numbers, and accountability all get brought up calmly but firmly. The cameraman isn't simply standing there recording anymore. He's actively holding the system accountable in real time. Meanwhile, the officers begin disengaging once they realize there's no actual crime, no violation, and ultimately nothing to enforce. And just like that, the entire situation starts dissolving as quickly as it escalated. But what really stands out is how fast everything transformed from a guy with a camera into a full police response. That's the reality of public perception today. Misunderstanding and assumption create unnecessary escalation almost every single time.
And be careful banking here, though. They'll come out and offer you help, and then they'll call the police on you. Be careful. Right? Am I right? He's not too vocal anymore. So no formal trespass anymore? Or you guys done here? And no CAD number either? Nah, I didn't think so. Hey, take it easy. You're dismissed, though, buddy. And away they go. Off into the sunset. Hey, you too, man. Take it easy.
I guess I figured you ain't gonna rob the bank.
No, not with a phone. Definitely not.
Just when you think it's over, the deeper commentary begins. Observations about surveillance, hypocrisy, and public reactions start pouring in. Banks covered in cameras. Security systems everywhere. Dash cams recording every movement on the road. Society accepts all of that without question. But somehow, one visible individual recording in public suddenly becomes controversial. It doesn't add up, and it exposes a deeper contradiction inside modern culture. People are comfortable being watched, as long as they don't actively notice it happening. But the second the recording becomes visible and obvious, discomfort takes over. That contradiction perfectly captures the mindset of modern society. Accept surveillance, but question accountability.
Public auditing?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Keep up the good work.
Look it up. FAPA. You'll find it.
Got it, bud.
Have a good one. Have a good one, man. And a bunch of nice people in Simpsonville here today. Too bad we got a couple of Karens ruin it for the rest of us.
All right, guys, things lighten up a little here. Some positive interactions begin happening. Certain people are friendly, respectful, even supportive of what's going on. And honestly, that's important to show too. Not everybody reacts negatively. Some people understand the situation immediately. Some don't overreact. Some simply continue about their day without turning it into a problem. But even then, you still get occasional individuals who challenge the situation despite not fully understanding the law themselves. And once again, everything circles back to the same core issue: lack of awareness. The First Amendment itself really isn't complicated, but the way people interpret often becomes incredibly distorted. And that's exactly why these audits continue to happen in the first place.
What's up, man? I'm out here stress testing our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public. It's the same one that gives you the right to ask random strangers questions.
Well, you ain't switching on my rights, sure.
No, not in public, I'm not. I'm sorry?
Why you picking on me?
How was I picking on you? I just told you to have a good day and you waved at me and smiled at me. What was wrong? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's in the Constitution. It's the First Amendment, buddy.
All right, guys, let's wrap this up. What started as a simple First Amendment audit turned into a full breakdown of public perception, law enforcement response, and constitutional understanding. No crimes were committed. No laws were broken. Yet the situation still resulted in suspicion, calls of police, and completely unnecessary escalation. To their credit, the officers handled parts of the interaction professionally, but the attempt to request identification without clear legal cause still raises important questions. At the end of the day, this was never just about recording. It was about awareness. Because if you don't know your rights, you can't defend your rights. And today proved exactly why these audits continue to matter. Stay informed, stay aware, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.